What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me. 10,000 steps. We in Midtown. We walking as usual. Get them steps up, y'all. I know some of y'all been saying that y'all been seeing me out here doing this and you've been inspired. I hope you being honest. I hope you out here with me getting these steps in. I really want that for y'all. We all need to get fitter, get healthier, and get jacked. You'll see my arm here. I got a little bit of an exposed arm there. Man, that's not from doing 10,000 steps though. You got to get that gym in. So if you just outstepping and you think you're going to, get that. Hate to tell you, but no, that's not going to do that. You going to get lean though, that's for sure. You going to get lean getting out here doing these steps with me. That abdomen is going to flatten. But let's get into the topic, man. Let's talk about Unc, Shay, Shannon Sharp, and him being on his show with Ochocinco. They got a show they do together, Nightcap. I've watched it. I like it. I think the two of them have great chemistry. I really like it. I like Shannon Sharp anyway, though. He was the sole reason that I was watching Undisputed. Let me get out the way of this wind. Damn. I'm gonna have to move to the side for a second and talk to y'all, because the wind then picked up out of nowhere. Because of course that's what happens when I get out here with y'all. I pick up all the noise, pick up all the wind, I pick up all the noise, whatever. So we're gonna slide over for a second. I'm gonna talk to y'all for a little bit. Over here by the DIA. This is one of the walls over by it. So yeah, let me get over here and sound and talk to y'all. As I were, I like Unc Shay anyway. He was the sole reason I was watching Club Shay Shay for a while. There's a bench over there. I'm gonna go over there to that. And his show, Club Shay Shay, I really enjoy that. I'm not one of the people that jumped on it after the Cat Williams episode. No, I've been on there. Really enjoy what he doing there. And as he should, with the success of that, he started doing some other things. He did this show here with Ochocinco. I think Gilbert Arenas be on there as well. I've seen quite a few episodes with Gilbert Arenas on there. I don't know if he's like a permanent on there or if he just is kind of, a special guest, a regular guest, if you will. But what people are upset about is the episode the other day, and I really don't think this is something to get upset about, but we're going to get into that. The episode the other day, Shay was ready to go. He always ready to go. He's a consummate professional. Dude was ready to go. Ocho gets on there. He starts off, kind of with a bit of a story about why he late. You can kind of tell that Unc was a little bit annoyed by it, but he wasn't like tripping, getting emotional about it. He just kind of checked him like, look, why was you late? And the reasons that he gave, Unc just wasn't trying to hear him, man. He was not trying to hear him, the reasons that he gave. And he kind of big brother, little brother them. People say he sunned them. I don't want to say that because I don't want to make it seem like, he was clowning him. He really wasn't. But he did let him know that he didn't appreciate, this is your show, bro. It's you and me. You on time to all this other stuff. But when it come time to your show, you late. He didn't like that. He let him know it. And that's what it was. Now, Ocho, in my opinion, he really didn't seem to take this all that seriously. His demeanor and attitude about it was kind of, okay. And, I think that's just what happens when you're more serious about something than the other person. If you have a co-host, if you're doing anything, let's say it's not even what they doing. If you are in any type of business with somebody else, y'all partners, right? If they're not as serious about it as you are, this kind of is the dynamic you're going to run into. They're going to be late for stuff. You know, it's always going to be something for why they're not pulling their own weight. You know, and it just is the nature of it when you're dealing with somebody that's not as hungry as you are. Like, I'm not saying that Ocho don't want the product to succeed. Of course he does. I think they got 1.4 million subscribers, so it's doing very well. He wants it to succeed. I'm sure he enjoys the money from it, so he wants it to succeed. The difference is that Unc Shay really trying to make some stuff happen, right? He doing all types of stuff. You see, he got, you know, different brand deals. He got the alcohol that he served on his show. I know that's like something of his too. You know, he trying to do Unc Shay and the Shay and Ocho, you know, show, Nightcap. And he probably got his mind on a few other things that he want to do. You see, he on First Take. It's football season. Y'all gonna see him on First Take a lot. So Unc Shay really trying to like do it big in this media space, and Ocho, he trying to do his thing, but he not trying to do it the way Unc Shay is. He don't have the same sort of vision for this that Shay do. Like, it seems like Ocho, and I could be wrong, but just overall from his demeanor, from what I've seen, just of him being on the show, he seems like this is something he's happy with, is producing well, and he good with that, you know. And he cool with taking a paycheck from this and taking a paycheck from whatever else he can do. Where Shannon, this ain't just about a paycheck for him. He trying to build something. He trying to like really build a brand. That whole Unc Shay thing, he really trying to turn that into something. So that's just the difference. That's what the discount, I mean, not the discount, the disconnect is. People are saying that he could have talked to him off of the camera, and I agree with that. He could have talked to him off of the camera. I definitely agree with that. He didn't have to put him on blast on camera like that, but he did, you know, and it is what it is. He might have put him on blast. See, you think, we don't know everything. This likely wasn't Ocho's first offense. He likely has done other things, show up late for this and that, or not pull through for this and that, and Shay ain't really say nothing about it, or gave him a little grace, or kind of like laughed it off a bit, you know, kind of like gave him a little bit of a hard time, break his balls a little bit, and it didn't take. When he was letting him know in their moments, bro, you got to get it together, it didn't really take. And now, this time he comes in late for the show, and that just broke the camel's back, so he went ahead and put him on Front Street. I highly doubt that the very first offense, he put him on Front Street like that, because it just doesn't make sense for somebody who you work with, you to, you know, that to be step one in trying to, like, you know, correct the actions. You usually are gonna try lighter, you know, not so harsh correctives before you start becoming more stern. And people like he did him the way Skip did him. No, I disagree with that. I disagree with that completely. He did not do him the way Skip did him, because one, he was never disrespectful. He was firm with him, but he was never disrespectful. He never dropped to insulting him. He never tried to downplay his accomplishments, his accolades. You know, he didn't try to make him feel like he was nothing. He just let him know, bro, you late, and, you know, you talking about you want to be professional and stuff, but you kind of doing bootleg stuff. It don't really add up. I feel him on that. So I agree with the consensus of he didn't have to put him on Front Street, you know, like on the show. I agree with that, but only to the extent of we don't know for sure or not if there's been other things that he's done first that led up to this. But I digress. He could have chose once again to not do this on camera. But then talking about he did him the way Skip did him. Y'all, come on now. That's not That's not true at all. He did not do him the same way. Skip was mad disrespectful, you know, and Skip had been being mad disrespectful for a while up to that point. It's just now it reached a tipping point. I guarantee you Unc Shay had been thinking about, and this is why I believe that he let stuff go with Ocho a few times prior before finally putting him on Front Street this time, because he let stuff go with Skip before finally, you know, confronting him or whatever. The straw broke the camel's back, because now he just was outright being disrespectful, talking about some, he jealous of him and, you know, he's way better than him and all that. It's like, bro, like, what's that about, man? All I did was say he playing football bad right now, which he is. So, no, he did not do to Ocho what Skip did to him. Let's stop that narrative. That flat out did not happen. But I'm gonna leave it there. I appreciate y'all connecting with me as usual. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Holla at y'all soon. Peace.